Hey, it's Thursday morning, 26th September, 9 a.m. I just came out of the post office. I got a box there, a package. One package. I didn't open it yet. It's pretty heavy. She said, I think she said there was a couple more, but she didn't have processed them yet. They just came in, so I'll pick them up tomorrow. I didn't want her to have to do it. So we're in a traffic jam. I guess they're working on the intersection again, or still, or something. I don't see any construction people here, but they did have a big traffic jam here a little bit ago. No, I don't see anybody here. Just past the minute mark, $3.39 for gas. They haven't had their discount this week. I'm down to a quarter tank, and I've been waiting for the... Usually every week they have a discount for card holders, but I haven't seen it yet. So if it's not tomorrow, then they did raise our discount to 5 cents a gallon though for regular. You know, anytime you get gas if you use your card. It used to be 3 cents, now it's 5 cents. And then they usually have once a week, they have a big discount, 10 or 15 cents a gallon. Haven't seen it yet this week. So it's raining out. It's pretty nice though. It's 65 degrees. Kind of like a perfect day for me. I like it this way. 65 and rainy. So I'll get back to you here in a minute. Okay, well, we're on Mountain Run Road now. I just turned you off. I didn't want to waste camera time on the highway there, so I got my window down a little bit. It's kind of stuffy in the car here. There's a nice tree. Nice tree with the leaves changing. So I got the package at the post office. It's pretty heavy. I think it's... I'm not sure what it is, to tell you the truth. So I won't say. But I'm going to head up to Walmart. I never got my pillow. I said I was going to get it, Tuesday, and then... or whatever. Monday I think I was going to get it. I didn't. Tuesday I went to see my mother. And then after I got out, I was going to go to Walmart, but I didn't go to Walmart. I wanted to just come home, so. Today's a good day to run back up there. It's raining and nice and warm out. So, I like to be driving on a day like this. I'm going to get a pillow, or at least look at the pillows. That's my prime objective, so no other stops except that first. And then a couple other things. I need to get some more incense. I'm out of incense. I like to burn incense. So I'm going to get some of that, and then we'll see what else I pick up. Might look into food. I was thinking about a chicken, a whole chicken maybe. Run over and see what the chickens are, how much they are. Even chicken's not a good deal anymore. Even chicken's not cheap. But I'd like to get a whole chicken. See if their price is low. Maybe I'll get a couple. And then I put a whole chicken in the oven today when I get home. Maybe I'll buy some macaroni salad or something too. Actually, a couple days ago, I cut up onions and peppers for... I was going to make my own macaroni salad, and I never got around to it. So I should do that. And other than that, I don't have nothing to do today. Nothing pressing, I guess. The girl at the post office kind of grumpy this morning, and I asked her, she had a bad mood, and she said she's just one of them days where she woke up and things went wrong. I I said, well, it'll get better for you, I hope. We all have those days. You gotta just keep pressing on, though. Watching the weather this morning. It's looking bad down south there, Tallahassee. I guess they're gonna get hit dead on. Category 4, maybe a 5 by the time it hits land. Sometime this afternoon or tonight. 140, 50 mile an hour winds. It's gonna be it's not gonna be good. And that storm is a big one. They said it's like 500 miles wide. Not the whole devastating part of it, but it's a big one, and then it's going to go up into Atlanta, right where my daughter's at, in Valdosta, Georgia, is where she's at Air Force Base Moody. So it's heading up that way. She's used to some big storms, though. They've had them. When she lived in Japan, Okinawa, they had some vicious storms, but I'll probably give her a call later tonight after she gets off duty. I think she gets off around 3:30 maybe. So I'll give her a call. And the other day she said her and her husband were going out shopping. They were going to get some supplies, because they just moved there a couple weeks ago. Well, August 18th. So they're still kind of in the process of moving in and stuff. In a new house. Not a new house, but a new house for them. So she said they were going to go out and stock up on some things. Getting ready for that hurricane. It looks like it's going to go up into Tennessee. It's a real mess. We've had a lot of rain here the last 2 or 3 days. I know we were dry and we needed rain. But now we're pretty well soaked. And I hope that doesn't come up our way. Because that last storm, Debbie, just a couple months ago, we almost got flooded out because of that. And if this one comes our way and we're already soaked, we're going to be in trouble here too. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I guess. No use worrying about something that ain't happened yet. Or nothing I can do about it anyway. So don't worry about it if there's nothing you can do about it. I wish I could convince my mother of that. But she won't. I've been looking at the trees. There's a few trees that are pretty nice. Definitely starting to change. I think the rain might help. Maybe. But then rain is knocking a lot of the leaves down. There's a little creek back there, but it's not high at all. I'm surprised. We were so low, we were so dry there for 2 or 3 weeks. We didn't have a drop of rain. That's always the way it goes. Too much or never enough. So anyway, I'm prayers for those people down south. Be watching the news tonight and see what goes on. They were talking about 20-foot, what do they call it? 20-foot waves coming in, tidal wave, whatever you call it. That's going to be devastating. 20 feet, that's a lot. That mayor, I think he was in Tallahassee. I talked to him this morning. Showed some pictures of Tallahassee. They said it's probably going to be the worst thing that's ever hit Tallahassee, ever. Wait and see, I guess. A lot of people got evacuated. watch that Squirrel Tribe, that girl Squirrel Tribe on YouTube. She lives in the Panhandle, and her and her husband said they were going to evacuate. They got a hotel somewhere, but I think they said they were leaving. They left last night, and then they were coming home tonight. But I think things changed around a little bit. Anyway, I'll be keeping an eye on her channel because she's right there. So get the scoop from her. Hopefully, if she's able to connect. Oh my. I had a good sleep yesterday. I got in my recliner for the first time in quite a while. I slept about 4 hours straight in my recliner. That's the best sleep I've had in a long time. So I'm going to go back to that again for a while. My back doesn't feel quite as bad. And I made this goofy little thing. It looks like a fly swatter, only it doesn't flex. And I can put that cream, that arthritis cream on that paddle, and then I can reach around and get my whole back covered with that cream. And it seems to really help. If you get not only the little area that really hurts, but if you get out into that surrounding muscle area, it seems to help a lot. So it feels pretty good today. Yesterday was a terrible day, but today's not bad so far. Anyway. Yeah, there's a pretty tree up there. On the right. I'm going to pass it now. So they're changing. Look at that. That's nice. Orange. I like the orange ones. What are they? Mostly maple trees that turn orange. And there's a car coming up behind me, 100 miles an hour. I have a new microphone coming tomorrow from Amazon. It's supposed to be a pretty good one. At least I looked at the reviews on YouTube. And everybody seemed to like them. I don't know, I can't remember the name of them now, but anyway. It's a new noise canceling sort of microphone. And I hope it makes my video volume a little better. It cancels out some of the background noise. I'm wondering if it'll cancel out the traffic noise if I sit on the porch. That would be nice if it cancels out the traffic noise. But it's coming tomorrow, supposedly, from Amazon. And something else I ordered too, I can't remember. I ordered a speaker, a Bluetooth speaker. Hopefully to connect to my TV. Because the speakers on my TV are garbage. And I have to have it up so loud. I guess I don't realize how loud I have it until I leave the house and then come back in and realize how loud I have it turned up. It's not that I can't hear good, it's just that the speakers on the TV are like muffled. You know, it's hard to understand. And I have good hearing. I haven't checked. I mean, I just had a checkup 1 month ago. They checked my hearing with one of them goofy, beep things where you raise your hand and if it's in your right ear or your left ear. Anyway, I have good hearing. It's that TV. They just don't have good speakers. So that's about it. Back on the main highway, something going on up here. What's going on up here? Oversized load. I wonder what's coming. Oh boy. I'll sit right here till it goes by. I can let you see the wide load that's coming. Pretty long tractor trailer, holy crap. That wasn't wide, it was long. Now there's a ton of traffic. Okay, I'll get back with you later. That's probably what that traffic jam was in Penfield. It's probably that big load they had there. If they had to make a turn with that thing, it would be a real project. I saw them do that one other time. They had a long load like that, and the trailer has like remote control wheels on it in the back. And they actually had to come in and take like road signs out and stuff. And then it took them a long time to get that trailer around the turn. That's probably what happened in Penfield. Now we're right behind it, so we'll probably see what happens. I'll get back to you if there's a good, interesting anything. Okay, I went to Walmart. Turned my radio off. I went to Walmart. I think I spent $40-some. Of course, I got what I wanted. And a couple things that I shouldn't have got, but I did anyway. And we're heading home. I thought, well, I was going to do the Walmart haul in the van here, but I thought, the trees are looking so beautiful, I thought I'll put you up again for a ride home. Maybe we'll see a deer. I don't know if the cut camera does well on the colors or not, but it's really looking like fall. Look at that orange one right there. I love them orange ones. Those are pretty. So I went in, I was going to take my... A couple of you mentioned about taking the camera in the store with me and filming the things in the store, which I did a couple times. I had every intention of doing that this time. I had my tripod sitting here, my little tripod that I was going to take in the store with me and film them. Do some filming in there, and I got in the store and I thought, I'm going to look and see on the Walmart app where the pillows are, so I don't have to run all over looking for them. But here I left my phone out in the van, so I wasn't able to do a video inside the store. And then there was a woman in front of me when I was going to check out. I felt bad for her. She was an Amish woman. And she bought a whole bunch of groceries, probably, well, I heard her say 200 and something. I heard the cashier say 200 and something. And the woman wrote out a check. And the cashier asked for ID, and the woman didn't have any. So they couldn't take the check. So the woman had to leave the groceries there and leave without them. That's too bad. I didn't know they did that either. I didn't know you needed ID if you wrote a check. That's kind of dumb. I don't see any reason for it, but if it's Walmart policy, I guess that's the way it is. So she had to leave without her groceries. I hope she can. Well, they usually come in groups like them Amish people. They don't drive, so they come usually like 4 or 5 people in a van or pickup or something. Somebody else drives for them. Maybe she could get help from somebody she's with. I hope. I haven't. Well, I do write out a check once a month for one bill, but that's it. I don't write checks anymore. For the most part, anyway. I have a bunch, but I use my debit card all the time. I don't think too many people write checks out, do they? My poor mother, when she was home, she used to write checks out to everything. And then she'd spend hours and hours trying to balance her checkbook. And I tried to get her to get with the times, you know. If they had a means to get on the internet, they could get on the bank app like I have. You don't have to check it. You don't have to balance your checkbook. Most things now are instant. As soon as you pay with a debit card, it shows up on the bank account. I remember a long time ago when I first started working, well, we didn't have debit cards then, but even a check, you'd write out a check and it would be 3, 4, 5 days before it cleared. Now everything is pretty much right away. I remember my first checking account. My mother I learned to do it in school. My mother helped me out getting a checking account, a savings account when I first started to work. Felt like a big shot having a checking account, you know, and a savings. But at that age, I blew it all on everything. But I should have saved, but I didn't. Spent money on cars and dates, and movies and drive-ins, but live and learn, you know. That was back when this is probably a story you'll like. If you're up in age, like if they were my age, you'll remember this. Younger people won't remember this, but one of my first jobs was I worked at a grocery store down a valley called Riverside. You know, it was like any other grocery store we have today, Kroger's or whatever, but it was smaller, but it's still full service sort of grocery store. And I was a packer there. And that means back then, if you can remember, I packed groceries for people as they were buying groceries. And they checked out, and I'd pack the groceries in paper bags, put them in a cart, and take them out to their car. Put them in their car. Well, you have to be, like I said, you give away your age if you remember that. And I did other things there. I stocked shelves sometimes. Every night I had to clean the meat room, the butcher. I had to go in and clean all the equipment in the butcher shop. And once a week, and I'm surprised, I don't think this would be allowed anymore either, but once a week I worked there from 9 at night till 6 in the morning by myself, cleaning the floors, mopping and waxing the floors. Nobody there but me. Probably not allowed these days. But I worked there for 2 years like that. And then I got a job. When I turned 18, I got a job in a factory. I think I started at Riverside when I was 15. My mother or dad would take me down to work, and then I'd either get a ride home with somebody else or they'd come and get me. And then when I turned 16, I got a car. I bought a car. 1971 Chevy Monte Carlo. I bought it used in 1974. It was only a couple years old. $1,500. Well, they only cost about $5,000 brand new. It was a nice car. But I spent all my money on the car. Well, what little money I made. I think I was only part-time. I think I made maybe $40 a week, $45 a week. But that was enough for me to, I saved enough money to pay cash for the car. And then the $45 a week was enough for me to buy an 8-track tape player, 8-track tape. That's another thing you gotta be old to remember. I bought an 8-track tape of whatever the latest rock and roll group was. I actually used to like the Monkees a lot. And fill the car up with gas, and that would hold me till next week. And I paid my mother and dad rent too. I don't remember how much I paid them, how much. When I worked at part-time, I don't remember how much I paid them. See, gas was $3.39 here in the valley, and I decided to get $25 worth of Du Bois because it was only $3.29. So it's 10 cents cheaper in Du Bois. That's crazy. Anyway, being a packer at Riverside was one of my first jobs. Before that, I started working when I was 12. You can get working papers and start working when you're 12. I don't know what it's like now, but I worked for a surveyor. I worked for a place that trimming Christmas trees. I worked for the township here in the summertime. We used to clean up along the sides of the roads and cut brush back. We had a crew of us kids. 5 or 6 of us, they'd take us out in a dump truck. We'd ride in the back of the dump truck. We're not allowed to do that anymore either. We'd ride in the back of the dump truck with all kind of cutting tools, shovels and everything else back there. We'd go about along all the township roads and take care of the ditches and cut back brush and things like that. I don't know what happened to that. They don't do that anymore. Probably not allowed to anymore. Take kids out like that. It'd be a better world if they went back that way, I think. Alright, well, I'm home. I'm gonna back in here and get my stuff in the house, and I'll probably do a little Walmart haul. I was going to add it to this video, but it's too long already, so I'll do a separate video of the Walmart haul. And so, stay tuned for that. Stay frosty. Dale out.